Hello and welcome to you all. This is Gone with Gandalf with a new episode of this Woodland Realm campaign. I want to first of all thank all the new subscribers. Thank you very much for joining in with the ride. I suspect it's going to get quite bumpy today because there are a lot of Dol Guldur armies. And first of all, I think what I'm going to do is move Legolas here into these trees, and we may have to join up forces between the father and the son once more, because there are just simply too many Dol Guldur forces around here, and we are really paying for that 10 or so turns that we kind of took as a break almost to well, we built up our cities to kind of help maintain a larger army, but in doing so, obviously, then Dol Guldur did the same, and they managed to recover in that time, and now we have a large backlog of orcs to slay, which is fine, you know, but we just get a lot of these kinds of battles where, you know, we just absolutely wipe the floor with them. Please don't run away. Please don't run away. Come back. Come back. They're not coming back. That's very annoying. Because... oh, we've got no hill advantage. Well, unless we go over here. Which we will. I don't understand why they always want to run away. Well, I mean, well, it makes sense. Because they also want the hill advantage, but I want the hill advantage. So, well, this isn't amazing, but I don't think we'll have any trouble here. Thranduil is just going to... well, I'm quite happy for him to just shoot all his arrows, and because then he'll go into melee. Oh, okay, here they come. Fire, 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 fire! Oh, we're hiding over here. Because we're in the trees slightly. Well, I suspect that these troops will be needed. So we'll move them over to the flanks so as to not disrupt the fire of our own units. Now, shoot those archers of theirs, because they can most certainly ruin our day. Well, not ruin the day, but they can cause losses, unnecessary losses, and we cannot be taking any losses really, because we've seen one very large army in the vicinity that we would need both Legolas and Thranduil probably to team up to take down without taking heavy losses. I think we could win as either one of these armies against a much greater force, but you know, you got to think of the battle after that one, and that's really what we're hoping to do. So we need to win several battles in a row. And that is not a good thing for our archers to get caught up in melee. Because once they get caught in melee, there's one or two simpletons that get caught in there and then die. Because they don't know how to run away. Oh dear. You know, you guys just move over here. You shoot them actually in the back. That's fine. And they're still after us, after our archers. Come on, guys. Oh, they're routing. Okay. Now, move these archers over here, and we're going to shoot. Well, there's not that many of them, is there? Well, this is turning out to be quite a short battle, perhaps. Well, I mean, it was always going to be easy. Well, easy. It's just how many are we going to lose? And I just really don't want to... I feel like this episode is going to be quite an aggressive aggressive episode. I don't know what I was trying to say there. But played with aggression on the mind. That we're going to go and really take it to the enemy here. And really try and thin their ranks. I mean, this is now already over, so we are just going to chase them down already, because they are just going to run away pretty quickly. Thranduil's fine over there. They finished running after whatever it was that they were after. And you there, shoot them. We need another percent. 85% must go down. The army to be destroyed. 88%, I'll give it a bit extra. Because sometimes I feel like I think I've done 85% and then they're still on the battle map. And quite frankly, I could do with these guys being wiped out. Well, there's 90%.
Be awed by the victory we have
335 from Thranduil. He is a really pretty nifty unit, really. And I'm still thinking about which way I'm going to go with this Sylvan Elf Alliance script, where you can choose to either go it alone or become more friendly with the Lothlorien elves and get some of their units into our roster. And of course, if we go it alone, I think there's also potentially a financial boost. I'm not sure if how that works out. I can't quite remember. But there's a financial boost going it alone, and then obviously then you can train the Arathir as well. Go back over there. We are going to lose Brown Boat probably, but it's a nothing town really. And what else? We had a diplomat over here, I believe. We'll keep him moving. Do we have any missions? No.
Without question.
We'll move on to Khazad-dûm and then hop him over the mountains, perhaps. Oh yes, there was that unit there that we forgot to move. Oh, and I had to move that general. There's a general in Erin Runen that I'm going to move to Buralj, because also I think I brought it up in the last episode where the mod leader talked about how in this new version they'd significantly increased corruption in towns and castles, so that it will hinder the income in a settlement unless you have a governor present. And governors really boost the income now in the settlement. So I think it's very good. It's a very good idea, certainly, to get governors into our highest earning settlement. So Buralj being on the river running, or the Celdwin, that will be able to build a port eventually, and then we can trade with other settlements along the riverside there. So it's already making decent amount of money at 713, but we can boost that no end. And Erin Runen is only making 500 with the general.
Yes, my lord.
And Anduin has taken central Mirkwood. Very interesting. So that's so we got an emissary mission for the Breeland. That's unexpected, because I thought we'd already spoken to them. But I do need that money. Do need that money. See, there's a very large army there. Very large. So what are we going to do? I'm thinking join these up. And we're going to take this castle over here. but we don't want to be seen to be doing it. We want to be super sneaky. Why can't I just go right there?
Onward!
That's annoying.
Sire.
Can he go...
Come, my brothers.
Maybe if he goes there.
Like the
Okay,
wind.
now he's in ambush stance.
Ready, elves?
Now we've got quite a sizable force. Although we probably don't need it for Dor Lhingvar, but I'm thinking if we take it, we can then hold it. And certainly if any of these forces come after us, we've got a much better chance there. And we are currently in the red. And we are losing money. So we do need that settlement pronto. Moving on. Unfortunately, it's been very quiet in the intervening period since the last... Well, I actually recorded the previous episode of this last night. So I don't really have anything to talk about in regards to my friends, because nothing's really been going on. Can't give really any shout-outs. But previously on... this campaign, I clarified that in the Derbyshire town of Belper in the UK, they moo at 6:30 in the evening out of their windows, and that's what they like to do during quarantine. And it's the whole town that does it. Pretty weird. And a friend... Oh, and the reason I bring that up is not just to badmouth the town, and apologies if you are from the town, but one of my friends lives there. So naturally we are allowed to take the mick of the whole town because of that simple fact. So here we can see the dwarves of Erebor are moving on Gundabad, but we do not sadly have the forces to really get involved in that war. Can stands with the Astari. Okay. So basically what's happened there is the Can script. There's like a 50... What has gone on there? Alliance in tatters. The Variags of Can, basically, there's a 50-50 chance that they swap allegiances from Mordor to Gondor and Dol Amroth.
Scatter them. Lay it to ruins.
And should they side with the Istari, then they go with Gondor. But I'm just confused as to how they've already broken the alliance. They must have been sieging the town or something when it already kicked in. I think that's the only way that can happen. But that's quite unfortunate. But that's good news for Gondor in the south, because, well, I haven't toggled Fog of War in quite a while. I think I did it a few episodes back, but Gondor weren't doing... Or were they? Oh no, I think they were still holding the river. But what tends to happen, at least in previous versions, Gondor would lose to Mordor, and then once Harad started getting involved from the south as well, and the Ardenaim that are coming from Umbar, it's an open and shut case, and it's just a matter of time. Usually they do make it to the barracks event okay, but by the 100th turn, it's really downhill. I think we actually saw a message pop up that they'd lost Caer Andros, which is the island just north of Osgiliath. In the end went, okay. And here are Castellans of Dol Guldur, the bodyguard of the Nazgul that Dol Guldur get. And crikey, they've got a lot of forces here, but we kill these off. Not only do we get the castle of Dor Lhingvar, which I can't remember what it means. I think it means something about spiders, maybe. I don't know. But if we kill off all of these forces, that's 3 armies down. a Nazgul that won't return for, I think, 10 or 15 turns. And then also, we get the settlement. Now, I wasn't really paying enough attention to see from where these armies are all coming from, but the main army with the Nazgul is just in front of us there. So Thranduil is going there, Legolas is going there, and then our melee forces, I'll place them behind there for now. And who's left over there? Okay, javelin troops. You go there. Just check no one's on skirmish. And we won't fire at will with them yet, but we will with the generals. Okay, let's go. So, a sizable... Is it actually... Well, it's just a lot of trash. They've got some maulers there. No archers, I don't think. And then over here is the main force. And then there's another force way off in the distance, but we don't have to worry about them for quite a while. So let's turn these fellas into the appropriate direction. And how many spearmen do we have? Okay, that was quite the chorus. We'll put the spearmen on the flanks, or a couple of units on the flanks, because we will have to use them to intercept. If they do have some wargs, I think, and we don't want to take any charges from them. Thranduil is going to be key in taking out, I think his name was Lagarin, but these are very highly armoured units, and he is our only armour piercing unit with an 18 attack. Massive. He's going to be doing bits, I think. But I really hope that they come and attack me, since they did actually attack me. And I'm not too fussed as to who these guys are going to be shooting, although maybe do hit those maulers. Because I doubt that they're going to be using all of their ammunition, because they will be in melee.
Elves of the Woodland Realm.
Nice shots there, lads. Nice shots. Let's speed this up while we wait for the real fighting to commence. Now, they're not quite in range yet of... Although those forces are coming closer. Maybe... Well, I'll leave the javelins here to intercept anyone from over there. We'll move this unit of axemen over there. What are they called? Woodland warriors. And one unit just there. I think now is maybe a good time to start shooting. So we don't particularly want to shoot at their trash, although their Mirkwood hunters here are quite good at killing our units still, unfortunately. Are there any troops over here? No. You know what, just shoot those archers actually, because they do still have a 2 missile attack, and we do not have very much armour at all on our archers, which are going to do the bulk of the killing for us on this quite a beautiful day, really, if there wasn't, you know, the threat of death and destruction. Now what troops are over here? Got some scouts. Oh, okay, they've got some archers, some actual decent archers. So stop doing that and face that way, and we're going to be shooting those Dol Guldur archers. They've already thrown their javelins. That's quite annoying. You know what? I think we're going to use these javelin men to take out a lot of these goblins here. There are the Castellans. And they're already shooting at us.
Continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Intercept the Dol Guldur host, please. And who are you shooting now? Orc Maulers down to 7, brilliant. Kill those 177. Please, s'il vous plaît. I think we'll get the Woodland Warriors involved round the back because they're anti-infantry. Or they're... oh, there's some Maulers there as well, actually.
Only half the enemy force
That's not
remains.
good. And these archers are going down, but they are in loose formation, so that's a bit of a pickle. Okay, out of God mode. And we should be able to kill these... wait, Maulers? Oh, there's one there. But yeah, 12 attack, 27 defense from the Castellans here. And this is their general unit. 17 in armor though. And so Thranduil will be able to halve that with his big axe. And I'll just go into that gap there. Let's use this special ability there. Just improves our combat stats a little bit. And what are we shooting now? Shoot the Castellans. Sadly got away from our boys. Just shoot the Dol Guldur archers over there, and we may have to... well, let's flank with these. They do still have that army over there. Oh, doesn't like that. There's a lot of units out here on the battlefield today, so maybe we can catch these wargs before they head off. No. Well, we'll charge in the rear. We are taking... who's getting shot? You are. There's no point really shooting these Castellans because they've got so much armor. Let's just move back these guys because we can't be taking those shots. Sadly, you know what? Oh, I forgot about them. And how are these guys doing? Our accuracy isn't that great. Move these around the back. Oh dear. Shoot those guys right there, right in front of you. We're kind of getting surrounded there.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Good, good. Legolas is just shooting. And well, we've won on this flank by the looks of it, and not too soon. These spearmen will hold against the Castellans, and
Our men have slain the enemy general.
that is the reinforcing armies general, which is good. Hopefully they run away. Wavering broken. Actually, charge them in the back. And you actually just shoot those Dol Guldur archers over there. And we are out of ammo now on these, so we may as well use them to just chase these units rather than use our actual melee forces. So we do need them back over here because this fight isn't done yet. Thranduil over here is going to get a solid charge in the rear on those Castellans. And we've still got some ammo left on these units here, on these archers, so that's good. And, well, let's not, let's watch this charge. Get your axes out, jeez. Come prepared, at least. Oh, brutal. Good charge. Who are you fighting? Two Mirkwood goblins there. It's really hard to see what's going on over here. Come back and charge them and they'll run away. And you as well. And then you actually, those spearmen can just go and charge the archers that they've got over there. And oh, they've got some more. Oh, they've got they've got an Uruk bodyguard over there. We do need to kill those wargs. At least take a good number of them out. Now, where is the oh, he's getting away. Well, we can't have that. We do need to catch him. If they were going to charge these woodland wardens, if you put your units into loose formation and make them run away a little bit, they actually ruin the charge of the cavalry unit. They kind of, yeah, they don't properly charge, so it's a very good idea sometimes to do that. Although, you know, then they might get a few hits into your rear. So you will still lose some entities. This is actually really annoying that I can't really properly see my units in the trees. But this is a key battle. Even though I'm like rushing through it, but
the enemy general abandons his men.
Oh, he's routing. Oh, okay. Well, this is over. It's over. In all but name. Someone's still shooting over here. I can't see the unit. Oh my, they've still got these archers. Are you kidding me?
The enemy are badly bloody. The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Oh my days. Okay, where's this unit? You know what, all of you, just go over there. They're already wavering, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
There goes the Uruk bodyguard.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
I haven't... Oh, it must have been at the same time. Captain Uruk, Chieftain Lagarin of the Neck. Excellent. I think, well, we do actually need to catch them. Because they're the ones that are in the settlement, I think. Luckily, we are faster than they are, so... Oh, didn't use that. See, if I'd only used one of these armies, of like Legolas or Thranduil, I don't know if we would have won that. Or we may have won it, but we would have lost a lot of men. I mean, we already did lose a lot of men. This is probably the most that we've lost in a single battle in this whole campaign. Go on, catch them. Because if we catch them now, then we don't have to siege out the settlement. Because if too many of them survive, then they go back in there, and then we have to actually assault it with the ram. Which, I'd rather not do. Cut out the middleman. Oh. I wish I had some cavalry. Because it's just frustrating to watch them slowly just walk off. 474 and 457, so about 900 kills for father and son there. Very well done, very well done. This isn't really actually from Lord of the Rings, or, well, it could be, supposedly. I suppose from the south, like in the deserts of Harad. It just means, I believe, just south land. Har is Sindarin for south. So you have like a river down in the south called the Harnen, which is just south water. Although, I'm not entirely sure if it's canon, but execute. Look at those armies fall. If he attacks, then okay, he doesn't. I was going to say I'm going to save that for the next episode. Occupy. Ta-da! So we've kind of traded Brown Boat for Dor Lhingvar, which I think is a good trade because, one, it is a castle, so we will be able to eventually train decent. Well, it will become a military recruitment hub, but also we've deprived Dol Guldur of it, which is perhaps the more. Ooh, I will actually take that general. Where are we? Although he's sadly spawned down here,
Come, my brothers.
so he might just die. So I was kind of hoping we'd get one up here in the north, where we actually had money-making potential. But next time we're going to mop up these armies around us here, and potentially even move in on Dol Guldur itself. See how that goes. But for now, thank you very much for watching. This has been Gone with Gandalf. Good day.